That's just your job to do. Other funny thing I've mentioned, Joe Flanagan, we did an episode, and David and myself had to pick up a stretcher. I think I might have said this to some people before.
Yeah.
And there's the background performer, and Joe goes, "Get that guy to line the stretcher for him." The guy's a big guy, he's over 200 pounds. Puts on the stretcher. David is notoriously doesn't want that to happen. But the stretcher, because it's an Athosian village, is made of wood. So it's these handles, but the wood is normally you can get your hands around it, but it's huge, so you can barely get your arms around it. And this guy's in the stretcher, so for continuity purposes, he always has to be in the stretcher. So the entire day we're carrying this guy. Of course, Beckett has a giant backpack on. And Joe Flanagan, throughout the day, is putting rocks in it. I am pouring sweat. And he keeps on coming up to me and goes, "Hi, buddy, you all right? You're sweating like a dog." "Yeah, I'm fine, Joe, I'm fine, yeah." "Oh, you're really sweating up, buddy, you okay?" Of course, Joe gets off early. We have to continue the last scene, and he tells the prop guy, he goes, "Tell Paul you look at his backpack at the end of the day." So I look at my backpack at the end of the day, there's 50 pounds of rocks. And they've still not gotten him back. Although he did try to wrestle me once. Ask him about that. I took him down. And I took Jason Momoa down too. Ask him that too. I'm not lying. Hello, gorgeous.
Hey, darling, how are you?
That's her Mary.
I was wondering if you were going to keep Wexford Southern, because he was before, and I was wondering if he still is.
Can you speak a little louder? Sorry.
I was wondering if you were going to keep Wexford from Sanctuary Southern, because he was before. I was wondering if he still is.
Wexford is back on Sanctuary. Which is thank you. They invited me back to play the character. I do the last 2 episodes of this season, and I finish off the season finale with Wexford. And it's a very interesting twist for the character. So great to be back on the show, working with Amanda. Very heavy episodes for Wexford, and we'll see where it goes because he ends up, I don't want to say too much, but it's really cool. I'm a lizard, sort of, which is uncomfortable. We had a heat wave in Vancouver, which we don't normally have. And I remember at one point in time during the day after I'm having my lunch, my face started sweating off. And I could feel this mask all over me, and I'm trying to eat. And it's just horrible, you're eating this, and trying to, he goes, okay, the guys that do the makeup are awesome. There were Todd Masters, Holland, and Harlow, these 2 guys that did the makeup. It takes 3.5 hours to put on. I have a lizard face with scales. Basically, when I first initially do it, it's think about a bowl of icing, stick your face in it and pull out. That's what it looks like. It's a dripping icing, and then they do this crazy makeup on it, and I sleep in the chair, or try to. But it's a really cool character. They've changed him a little bit from the webisodes initially. I'm really happy to be back on the show, so we'll see what happens. I really hope it gets picked up because, Martin Wood and Amanda Tapping obviously was awesome, and Damien Kindler have done a great job with the show, so check out at Sanctuary this season. It's going to be really, really cool. I'm excited to be part of it. Thank you. Hello, sir.
Howdy. Do you like Ren and Stimpy?
Do I like Ren and Stimpy?
Yeah, the cartoon.
Who doesn't?
Amen, brother.
Amen, my friend. Where are you from?
Tennessee.
Me too. I love it. I'm a big Dallas Cowboys fan. Just had to throw that out there. Thank you. Hi there.
Hi, I wanted to know, what's your favorite scene from A Dog's Breakfast?
My favorite scene from A Dog's Breakfast. I'll tell you my favorite behind the scenes scene. I don't know. Many of you have probably seen it. It's a film that David Hewlett did with his lovely wife Jane and John Lennox. They produced the movie, and my character plays Ryan, who is David's sister, Kate Hewlett's fiance. She's an amazing actress herself, and I'm playing Colt, who I'm kind of a sci-fi soap opera actor. I'm Joe Flanagan, and it's so good when they're not here, right? So good. I'm sorry, I miss your flight all the time, whatever. And then I played Detective Morris, who is a woman. And I'll tell you something funny about that, a Scottish woman. And I thought, we're talking about the voice for the character. I said, you know what? Homage to Star Trek, Stargate, Star Trek, oh for God. Scottish. David's like, perfect. So she's a Scottish woman, but at one point in time, David is, he falls out of the window of the house. He's lying naked on the mud, face down, thankfully. Soap suds all over his butt. I'm dressed as a woman, shaved my legs for the part. You guys are amazing, by the way. Can't walk in heels. I have the full-on bra, everything. And I'm looking at David, I have a wig on. I think I look hot, but I don't. I look at David, pouring rain, and the camera guy goes, we gotta change the lens. Problem with the film. I'm like, okay, great, just don't move. So I have an umbrella, holding the umbrella for myself and David, who's dying on his stomach, looking at me, like right there. And he looks at me, he goes, how you doing? I said, I'm good. I go, can I say something? He's like, yeah. As my heel starts sinking into the mud. This better be funny. He goes, I know. That's kind of my favorite scene. Hi there.
I know she's quite fond of working with you. Can you tell us a little bit about your experience working with Kate Hewlett?
Kate Hewlett is an amazing actress. She's beautiful, way better kisser than her brother. God, she's gorgeous. Oh, yeah, no, she's fantastic. Really, really, really lovely girl. Really, really nice quality. I think she's going to be a big star. I really do. I think she's got this essence about her, which is just, you can tell when someone's talented, you know what I mean? Not only that, she's a lovely person. So it was a blast working with her, and so cool to see the dynamic between, I'm from a big family, and see David work with his sister and stuff. I mean, the guy wrote it, produced it, directed it, and starred in it, and his sister's in it as well. So, I mean, pretty amazing, right? You know, something like that. And of course, his wife is co-producing it with him. So it's a lot of pressure to put on yourself, and then cast your sibling in it as well. And not only is she his sibling, but she's perfect for the role and super talented. So it was a real pleasure, honestly. It was a real pleasure working with her. I hope I get a chance to work with her another time. It was great.
I was wondering, do you have any souvenirs from the set of Stargate Atlantis? Did anything just happen to go missing, possibly? Like some things supposedly did with Battlestar, for example.
Like the Stargate?
That would be one.
That's in my living room. I have my costume in my closet, and actually I just changed things up, moved recently, and I have it in a plastic bag, like a laundry bag, and I looked at it, and honestly I was like, oh my God, look at that. It's my costume with the Scottish flag on the sleeve from, I think, season 1 or 2, that one.
Why don't you wear it?
Actually, I don't know. Damn it! Damn it, Jim! I should have. No, but I took that. I took my chair back. I took a couple of earpieces, little earpieces that you have, a few things like that. Little souvenirs, nothing crazy, a couple scalpels, whatever. That sort of thing. I know Jason Momoa took, his gun, which he has, that gigantic thing he has, and he became really good at twirling it around. You can ask him about that, but he took that, his leather pants and stuff, which, he could probably wear, especially at Dragon Con. Things like that. I don't know if anybody else took, but they're preserving the set. Hopefully there'll be a movie. That's why, so I couldn't take the actual set. But I remember the season 1, when we first saw the set, you kind of like, whoa, this is pretty cool. Because you walk in, I don't know if you've ever been there, but it looks like a nightclub, right? You walk in, and Rainbow, Rainbow Sun Franks, right? He looks at it, he goes, I could totally DJ up there. I'm like, yeah, totally. It's pretty cool. Hi there.
Hello.
I'd like to know, do you ever go back to Paisley, Scotland? And if you do, where's your favorite